Okay, good day. Viewers, good day everyone. You're welcome to this channel. Please kindly subscribe to this channel. I'm yours, Sunday Oyebimpe, dealing with you on biology, and the topic here is relevance of biology to agriculture. And the first we'll be looking at is criteria for plant classification. Okay, there are three criteria for plant classification. We have botanical classification, we have lifespan, and we have agricultural use. Okay, and then we'll be looking at botanical classification. When you talk about botanical classification, we are talking about schizophyta, talophyta, bryophyta, pteridophyta, and spermatophyta. That means we can botanically classify plants into those groups. When you talk about schizophyta, you are talking about blue-green algae, talophyta, spirogyra, bryophyta, moss, pteridophyta, fern, spermatophyta. We can also call spermatophyta seed plants. Okay, and we move to what are seed plants. That is where we are going to emphasize today. We can divide seed plants into gymnosperms and angiosperms. When you talk about gymnosperms, they are non-flowering plants. They produce seeds, but they don't bear flower. Okay, like cycads, like conifers, like ginkgos. Okay, when you move to angiosperms are also called flowering plants. They are seed-producing plants, but they also produce flowers. So you come now to classification based on life cycle, on lifespan. Classification based on life cycle. We have three classifications based on life cycle. We can classify plants based on life cycle. We can classify into annual crops, biennial crops, and perennial crops. Perennial is represented with cashew. You can see cashew nuts, cashew fruit here. And then we have biennial crops, like in case of cowpea, and we have annual crops in case of corn. Those annual crops can only spend one growing season, and then when you come to biennial, they can spend two growing seasons or 2 years. And when it comes to annual, they spend many, just like orange, like mango, etc. And then we move to based on agricultural use. What do we use them for? Number one is we have cereals like corn, rice, wheat. These plants supply carbohydrates to our body. Okay, and from there we move to legumes. Legumes supply proteins to our body. They supply proteins to our body like soya, like beans. You can see. And then we move to oils. This one, they give us oils. We can get oils from them. Like oil palm, like coconut, like groundnut. Then we move to spices. This one, we use them to season our food, like onion, like locust. They are made. They give us vitamins and minerals. Minerals. Ginger, tomato. Okay. Roots and stem tuber. There are some stems that are in the soil. They are under the ground, so they become swollen as a result of deposition of food that is manufactured in them. Food is deposited in them, and we have some roots that become swollen. So we call them root and stem tubers: cassava, yam, carrot, ginger, etc. And then we move to latex. We get latex from rubber tree. We use this latex to manufacture tire. All these plastics, all these rubber materials, they are made of latex. Latex is a product from rubber tree. And then we have vegetables. Like all the vegetables we are familiar with. Like in Nigeria, we can have ugu, we can have efo, all those one. Okay, they give us minerals. They give us mainly minerals, and they can also supply vitamins to our body. You can see vegetables here. And then we have fruits. Fruits supply majorly vitamins to our body. They supply vitamins. You can have mango, orange, guava, pineapple, apple, banana, etc. And then you have beverages and drugs, e.g. cocoa and coffee. Okay, you can have fiber. We use fiber to produce clothing materials. Jute, hemp, cotton. And then we have forage crops. This we use to feed animals. Like we plant legumes together with grasses. We call them forage crops. Then we now move to some agricultural practices that do affect organisms in their ecosystem. You remember what ecosystem? In an ecosystem, you will see living things interacting with themselves and with their non-living environment. However, we have some cases whereby some agricultural practices will destroy the ecosystem, will affect the ecosystem. And what are these practices? Bush clearing. Bush clearing. We have bush clearing. Bush clearing, it will remove the soil cover. You can see the soil cover being removed. You can see the soil cover being removed by the farmers. It exposes the soil to erosion. It exposes as well the soil to direct sunlight. And when direct sunlight reaches the soil will become heated, and the animals in the soil can be destroyed. Bush burning too is also another agricultural practice. It's soil animals are destroyed, plants are destroyed, soil temperature is increased, loss of soil moisture. And then soil tillage, when you're losing the soil structure, helps to losing the soil structure and to increase the soil aeration, allows, and when you want to till the soil, it will have destroyed some animals of the soil, it will have destroyed some plants. With that time, it will have sent away some animals from their habitats. Okay, so excessive tillage also promotes soil erosion. Okay, so you can see this tractor being used. And then you have application of chemicals. When you apply chemicals, it will destroy some useful organisms. Let's say you apply pesticides. Pesticide will not only attack pests, it will also attack some useful insects like bees, like butterflies, which aid pollination. Can you say? And then when fertilizers are washed into the river, it could lead to what is called eutrophication. It could lead to what is called eutrophication when fertilizers are washed into the river, and some animals can also be killed as a result of these chemicals. So then farming systems and their effect. We now want to see farming system and effect of some farming systems on the ecosystem. We have types of farming that we have monocropping, we have continuous cropping, shifting crop cultivation, we have bush fallowing system, we have crop rotation, we have mixed cropping, we have mixed farming. Let's see the effect of each of them. Now monocropping, when you say monocropping, it means you are growing just one crop on a piece of land, just one crop. Like for example, say you are growing corn alone on a piece of land, or you are growing cassava alone. That is monocropping. Every year it makes pests spread, diseases spread with ease, as those pests will only want to harbor in that place because they know that next time it is still corn. So those animals, those pests that will only feed on corn, they will always remain around that place, and those microbes would acclimatize themselves to that place, and it leads to easy loss of soil nutrients. And then you have continuous cropping. That is where you continue to plant without allowing the soil to rest. And then loss of soil nutrients. You can see what happens here. The nutrient of the soil gets lost with ease. Stunted growth. You can see stunted growth. The plants are not growing well because there are no nutrients in the soil again. Low crop yield. And then shifting cultivation. The farmer leaves a piece of land that has been depleted of its nutrient after a few years of serious cultivation. So the farmer will leave his land that has been depleted of its nutrients for some years, and will go to like 6 to 12 years. 6 to 12 years, will go to another place. That is shifting cultivation. Okay, and then when you cultivate, we have bush fallowing. Bush fallowing is when you have left a land, you will come back to that land. Oh, sorry for that shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation, you may take many years, but when it comes to bush fallowing, it is between 6 to 12 years. They are nearly similar because you may need to come back, but coming back will be bush fallowing. You will allow the land to fallow. That is, vegetation grows, and as vegetation grows, the soil nutrients improves. The crop rotation is a system of planting different crops on plots of farm in a definite order, cyclic order. You understand? When you rotate from one year to another. Let's say, for example, in the year 2018 you planted maize. In 2019 you planted cassava. In 2020 you want to plant beans. In the 2021 you want to plant, say, groundnut. You are rotating the crop. That is called crop rotation. And then going to mixed cropping. That is when you plant one crop, more than two crops, one crop and another, more than two crops on a piece of land. Let's say, for example, you are planting maize and cowpea together. That is mixed cropping. You are mixing them together. Now going to mixed farming. Mixed farming means you are rearing farm animals alongside with cultivation of plants. You are growing crops and you are also rearing animals. That is called mixed farming. Nomadic farming, that is common amongst the Fulanis, amongst X-men. They go from one place to another. They are rearing their animals. So those are the types of farming system. This is a whole lot of relevance of biology to agriculture within 11 minutes. And I remain yours, Sunday Oyebimpe. Kindly subscribe to this, as I will be giving you so many others within short time. You download and then the video will be with you, so that you can research and you can get every detail about these topics in biology. Have a nice day. God bless you.